Essentially, for our teacher training programme, we wanted the students to understand special educational needs more in depth so that they can become effective mainstream teachers and have a clearer insight and in-depth knowledge of the different ways that children learn. We also did this as part of a research project into how school alliances are working together and leading schools in producing great teachers, looking at great pedagogy.
At the moment, from what I've experienced, I think what makes good pedagogy is progress. That's the only experience I've had, is that pupils must make progress, and that's what makes good teaching.
I don't think it's a sort of, you can put it in, under one sort of heading and say that's effective pedagogy. It's a whole skill set, I think, where it involves being adaptable, being enthusiastic, having a passion for your subject, but at the same time being knowledgeable. And I think a massive part of that is knowing your students.
Great pedagogy is teaching according to the needs of the pupils. And the special school placement is one where every student is an individual. They are not blocked in as classes or as groups, but as individuals. And the moment a teacher realizes the uniqueness of everybody, that actually makes a good teacher.
It's an opportunity to do something that I've never done before. I see it as a really big challenge to work with SEN students.
I am going to try my best to learn as much as I possibly can in this 4 weeks and take all of it with me to mainstream school.
I'm looking forward to the whole experience and I know I'm going to learn loads and loads, but I'm not sure quite what I'm going to learn yet.
Well, I think what I've sort of really learned from this placement is, just to take the time. I know people always think I'm too busy, but to take the time to get to know the kids, to really get to know them and what they're going to enjoy and what they like. And then from knowing that, I think you're so much better equipped to plan the lessons that are really going to benefit them.
Mainly what can be taken from this placement is that importance of personalised learning, and also getting to know the children and knowing how important it is, the different ways that pupils work. Finding out what they're interested in, finding out what barriers they have to learning and how you can help them overcome those barriers.
I think the biggest thing is really about differentiating to know the pupil. So making sure that your activities match them and that then they're capable of doing that and not undermined or being overstretched, so that they can really access the information.
This experience has taught me a lot about how important it is to individualise the lesson, to make it very personal to each pupil rather than teaching a class. I feel like I'm teaching individuals.
My mentors are so passionate. They love their jobs, and that's something I think that has kind of fallen off. You've come in here because you love working with children and you love to educate people and you love your subject. And to never forget that, no matter how bad your day gets, never forget how much you love your job.
One of the biggest things I've learned from mentors has been about patience with people, really giving them the time to access and just shine when they're doing their work and not getting frustrated when they're struggling, and just to let them work at things at their own pace.
Working here has taught me a lot more about working in collaboration with other adults in the classroom, learning how to use your teaching assistant efficiently and effectively. I've learnt that quite a lot here.
Just to have all those ideas is so beneficial, and to see how other people would do stuff, because how I learn is not necessarily how the kids learn. So to speak to other teachers and they'll say, well, I wouldn't perhaps do it like that. You get to, just to encompass different points of view and different perspectives on learning.
Hopefully what we can impart to the ATs is our time in teaching and our knowledge of how to work with children. What they bring is that new drive, that new experience, and combining those two has helped me.
You see fresh, new ideas which you can take on board, and they can learn from you with what you do. So it's almost like an exchange of ideas and new information, which is great.
It brings out a different side to you as a teacher. So I think this experience has perhaps brought about a more caring and compassionate side to my teaching.
It's definitely made me a better teacher because I know a lot more than I did.
I've really liked the experience of being able to see pupils in a completely different setting. It's really got me the opportunity to see how they work as people, not just as pupils.